shot the heck out of the ball. The kid Roche, to be playing his first college basketball game, to come in and hit 8 threes is a big-time performance. Brown is an unbelievable competitor, and his imprint was on the game from that aspect. And then Moff, as point guard, really did a good job of running this team. They got off to such a hot start. In the first 8 minutes, they had 27 points. And I thought they just, with how hard they ran their stuff and how they moved and cut, I thought it knocked us back. I thought we played the last 12 minutes better of the first half, but we can never really recover throughout the game from that first onslaught of them just really out hustling us. We missed a lot of stuff around the basket. We missed 16 free throws, and every time it seemed like we were chipping away, they'd hit a three. And so disappointing for us. I thought our guys fought, but we have to be better. We have to be better. We have to be smarter, and we have to get back to work. And so I'm excited about that aspect of it. Certainly disappointed about tonight, but look forward to getting back in the gym and getting back to work. Questions?
Jeff, from a preparation standpoint, how difficult is it? How much of an adjustment is it when you work with these guys for weeks and even months, and then in 7 days you have to get them ready without two of the guys you always probably be leaning on more this season? How difficult is it? How much of an adjustment?
It's an adjustment, but again, we have to be better. It is an adjustment. We had some guys playing a lot of minutes in different roles that we really haven't practiced. But again, we have to be better. We should be better defensively. We should, know from a scouting report that we say that even their coach said, that's what that kid is a specialist. He really doesn't dribble. He's a specialist, and so we should know that. And by the time in the first 3 minutes, 4 minutes where he hits 2 threes, that there should be a sense of urgency to know that. And so we have to be a lot smarter, from that aspect of it.
Jeff, Philly was talking to us about demanding the switches more on defense to communicate more. How much of that was something that you saw that led to it versus maybe like effort or what you were talking about, the hustle that they showed early on?
I don't think we had lack of effort. I absolutely do not think that. I don't think that for 1 second. I think that, and I don't think they played harder than us. So if it seems like I was coming across as saying that, I don't mean that. I thought that they were smarter than us. I thought they executed. Their first basket came on an offensive rebound that we should have gotten the defensive rebound. We have to go after it. We can't sit and wait for someone. We have to gain rebound. And then that first three came from a rotation where we have to know we rotated to a guy that's a non-shooter and left the best shooter. That's what I mean. We have to be smarter. So it's not from lack of effort. It's not from not playing hard. It's maybe a little bit over anxious and trying to get, instead. And so we have to be better from that aspect of it.
So is a lot of that rooted in inexperience, Jeff?
Some of that is rooted in inexperience, but again, we have to be better. Bottom line, we have to be better, and we will be better.
Jeff, how much do you think this could be a stepping stone for John in the way he played tonight?
Hopefully it will be, but we need a lot of stepping stones. We need a lot of guys to get better and to we need to have success as a group. We can't have just individual guys, but it was good to see John be able to put the ball in the basket and to play through contact. He's got to be better in a lot of other areas of the game. His impact can be significant for us, but he's got to be able to do it for every second that he's out there, every second he's in practice.
You haven't played inside out a ton since you've been here. Is that something that he's capable of doing and that you might have to do more?
Well, right now we certainly have to do that. I do think John is capable of doing that, but again, as we move on to guys that have a little bit more size, a little bit stronger inside, that'll be something that we'll look to see. But we need everyone to be better. We need to be better all over every position.
Jeff, what did you see when it went into Will? He had a tough shooting night. Just looked like sometimes he was getting good looks, or maybe didn't get good look. But what did you see from him shooting one at 10 on the night?
I thought he did have some good looks. We just didn't finish some plays. You know, he had been shooting the ball really, really well in practice the past few days, and so you know I feel for him because he's put in a lot of work into not knock it down. But we have confidence in Will, and as long as it's a good shot, I'm fine with that. As long as our guys take good shots, then I'm good with it.
Jeff, what were you not seeing from your guys tonight defensively? It seemed like the rotations defensively were a little bit slow, at least to start.
Well, we didn't. We some of their threes early came on offensive rebounds and kicking back out. It's one of the best times to get 3-point shots because you're scrambling as a defense. A couple of them early came because we didn't keep guys in front. You know, we allowed penetration, which caused rotation, and we didn't help the help. So we have to do a better job there. In zone, we have to know where the shooters are. You know, they got one at the top of the key in the second half. We didn't get out to a shooter, Fitzgibbons. They got one in the corner in front of their bench with Roche that we didn't follow him. Like he threw it, chased it, we kind of stood, and he got it up. And so, again, all those things, we just have to be better. You know, we have to have more an awareness on that end, and we can't allow our inability to not make a shot affect us on the defensive side of the ball.
What did you make of how Nate played tonight?
I thought he played okay. I thought he played, for him, your freshman year, you know, to be thrust in the starting lineup right away. I thought he did some good things, but like all the guys, we need him to be better.
Jeff, there was a sequence, I think, early in the second half where I think they got an offensive rebound and a bucket off it, and you called a timeout. And it seemed like you were really trying to rally the guys. Femi said the message was something along like the lines of enough is enough. What did you say in those moments, and how did you see them respond to that?
Well, we talked at halftime about the second shots. We talked about that, how we have to rebound the basketball. And then really it was that. We have to rebound the basketball. We can't give them second shots. We have to wall up on their drives, especially with Brown. We didn't do that to start. You know, we were kind of matching them bucket for bucket. And when you're in a hole like we were, you can't do that. You have to get stops and you have to score. And so I was frustrated with our group at the time, and that's what the timeout was for.
Jeff, offensively, who are the guys that you think, I'm assuming 20 and 27, that's satisfactory for those two guys. Who are the guys that you think can step up and be a third scorer for you going forward?
Well, we need everyone to. We need everyone to be able to do their role, and if you get shots, you know, be able to knock them down with confidence, have confidence, play through contact, don't avoid contact. If you get to the foul, be able to step to the free throw line and make some shots. We need everyone to be able to do it.
Jeff, your guys tonight went 15 of 31 off free throws. Had you I don't know if this is just an off night, had you seen much improvement from them in that area? And what steps, just out of curiosity, what steps do you take to get guys to improve in that area of the game?
We've been inconsistent shooting free throws. We're not a great shooting team. And sometimes when you're not a good shooting team, that means you're not good at shooting free throws. And so we have to be better there. You know, really all I know how to do is get in the gym and work. Maybe work with some guys on technique and things like that. But that's an area. We got there 31 times. We have to be able to convert at a higher percentage.
All right, thanks, guys.